wanted to share some really cool things that I have found when studying the sun through new eyes, unbiased, and realizing that I really don't know as much as I thought I knew when I was growing up about the sun, the moon, and the stars. And a lot of us are figuring this out on our own and trying to do as much unbiased research as we can without the wisdom of this world slowing us down like it has for so many centuries. And you see some really cool things, like the sun here, and I'm not looking at the clouds. I'm not going to say the clouds are behind the sun or anything like that. Don't want to spread any confusion or make assumptions based on my lack of knowledge about cameras, because that gets pointed out a lot. But if you look at the top right of the sun up here at the top, something's flying towards it, and it appears to fly directly into this image of the sun, whether it's the image projected onto a layer of the firmament or the actual sun. I really don't know. I don't want to say I know much, but I do know the sun and the moon are within the firmament, and so are the stars, and they are all rather close to each other, and not like the heliocentric model has told us with the light years away story, and it's provably so. But there's this craft coming out the front of the sun. I don't know what it is, if it's a plane or just some experimental government craft flying through the sun, and it's flying out of the front of the sun. And I could say it's some sort of optical illusion that just looks that way, but you look at what it does when it enters and when it leaves, it's quite strange. And the whole surface of the sun, the entire surface, is evenly lit, so it wouldn't have vanished for part of the way and then reappeared as it came out the other side like it did. So very mysterious. You can replay that a bunch if you missed it. Just keep replaying the footage, and you can go ahead and start looking at other footage of the sun. It's quite mysterious, like here for a pilot, probably risked his job filming the sun right here, and it does appear to be actually near the surface of these clouds, at the top of the clouds here, just right below the surface of them. And I'm not saying that it is. It could be a really cool optical illusion, but it's just a cool footage of the sun that a lot of people were sharing a while back when I was first looking into this. But then I came across this moon footage where there was a ripple that goes across the surface of the moon, or not one ripple but two, and this was back in 2014. The original video will be linked in the description. It's from Crow777, and the video took off. A lot of people were sharing this, passing it around, and I thought, man, what are these people seeing? I couldn't see the ripple for a while, but then I saw where they adjusted the image, and it makes it a little easier to see. There it goes, right down the surface of the moon. It just went down, and you can replay this part until you see it, and then a second wave comes down. Not very big waves, but definitely ripples going across the surface. There it goes, right there, across the surface, and there's one, and it's followed by another ripple soon after. And this explains a lot about the firmament and why that one rocket we saw didn't just explode, the Go Fast rocket, because there were some miraculous circumstances with the rocket pretty much running out of fuel and hitting the fluid barrier of the firmament at the same time. But here are some ripples so you can kind of see this effect. And not long after seeing this, I came across another video. It was actually by NASA, and it was one of the videos, I can't remember the name of it, pretty much showing you that they get things done, they go places and explore and all of that. And I seen this little image of the sun they had towards the end of the video, and I've slowed this down where a jet flies in front of the sun, and you see the ripples, the same type of ripples, moving across the surface of the sun. And I was blown away at how this ripple seemed to really wrap around the sun almost. And you can watch as this thing goes along, the ripple goes towards the front of the sun, even all the way up at the very top. And it's just really impressive. I couldn't believe they included this footage in one of their videos. I'm sure there's probably some explanation they give us or can come up with right away, but I adjusted the color like they did with the moon video so that you can see it. And I'm watching the ripples move across the surface of the sun here, and it just looks like those slow motion water balloon impact videos or something. I don't know, it just looks really cool. And as I'm watching it, I'm just thinking, this sun just does not look millions of miles away. If I was trying to tell somebody it was, they would argue with me if they had no clue and had never seen this footage before. This does not look millions of miles away. That craft looked like it was really close to the sun, and it's really cool watching this ripple move across the surface of the sun. It was quite impressive. So you can watch this over and over, maybe give me an explanation for it. I think that it's really cool, and I'm sure there's already another story floating around of what that phenomenon is. I'm not too familiar with it, haven't seen it myself, but I thought it was super cool stuff. Wanted to share that, get your thoughts about it, and you can help me out and say, look, this is what it is, because there are tons of experts out there, especially in the comments section I'm finding, that can teach me all sorts of stuff. And I'm not being sarcastic, there really are some experts that know a lot, and I am learning a lot from you guys. I really appreciate the information you're giving me. You're sharing our videos, especially the ones that really shine light on the truth of creation and who our Father is. Your reward will not be lost, I promise you that. So keep up the good work, guys. Really enjoy each and every one of you and how you contribute to this movement in these last days and these really crucial times for waking people up before we get censored and this platform is no longer an option and we have to use word of mouth. It's a great joy of ours to watch this truth spread across the world. So keep it up, guys. We love you. Take care. God bless.